Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Rutgers' offense will be first on the attack. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks offense will go to work for the first time today. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Sims. Finds his tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He leaves it with his back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
On the run, it's Hill. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back to throw, it's Sims. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it still on his feet. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sims. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Inside the 30. Gashes him in the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's Sims. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rush is on him. Catch in the middle. It's Green.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. Quarterback gets the first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Now from inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. On target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Mitchell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw, it's Sims. That's caught. It's Duff. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41.
Let's go!
Looking to throw for it. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They booted away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
The number one job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Piscataway. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
The Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Fights off the defender. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And the Scarlet Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Sims. Looking for the score. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
Pocket breaking down, and they fail to hook up on third down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He'll do it himself. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
On the play.
Fourth down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their quarterback. This guy is so good. They trust him. He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the first down.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. It's third and goal and third and long. Oh, they're after him. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And the stomping has commenced.
Number 1.
If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sims. Under fire! And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Scarlet Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Hit as he throws. Snares it outside, it's Duff. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. Bulldozes his way through. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. The quick out. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
45, Rutgers, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. The option look. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Scarlet Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second.
Breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Scarlet Knights are on the move. To the air, it's Sims. With the catch, it's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Second down coming up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. The Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tight end now in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Bringing it back. Hits him with a stiff arm.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he's swallowed up in the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run from the shotgun. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Scarlet Knights really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Caught close to the marker, it's Mitchell. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Sims. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were fast.